right, guys, we're back. This is going to be a little bit of a different type of episode today. We do have a special guest coming on, but we need to get our weight stuff out of the way because today is not going to be focused on working out and exercise. It's just not. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah.
My diet has not been good. I'm not looking forward to this at all.
Nope.
This weigh-in. Last week I was 336, and you were 302.
Yep.
And Charles broke his punishment by lifting weights.
I did.
So that's something we're going to need to discuss. But let's just get our weigh-ins out of the way.
All right.
I'll go first. Taking my shoes off.
I'm not. That way I can get big time weight loss next week. Oh, yeah. I guess I will take it off.
$234.3. Hell yeah. That's better than I expected it to be. I have not been eating super well at all.
Here we go, Bob.
Hold on, I'll just hand it over to you.
Oh, no.
All right, he's coming over here. I'll give the live play-by-play. All right. Yeah, he's keeping... Oh, no, you're taking the shoes off. Taking the Malones off. Don't. Get the fuck out of there. 307.9.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We got our new decoration. Alex Tesser just fucked up bike behind us.
You mean your bike? You paid for it.
Well, yeah. I did help pay for a replacement, that's for sure, because I felt responsible for it. Well, I feel pretty good about mine. I really want to see the 220s again. I mean, even when I waited in this morning, I was 230. I also have not eaten anything today in preparation, if that gives anything away to you guys.
Yeah,
of what we're going to do.
For those of you who watch, he has been bitching and complaining for like months.
Yeah.
About me bringing food down here, and we banned food, and we banned this, and
well, it's because we do it too often, is what I'm saying. We don't need to be.
We are eating more today than what we have combined total in a year and a half.
We'll see. We'll get to that when we get to it. But Charles
so you're
has
lifting
another.
A band,
I'm lifting the band, but you're not. Oh yeah, I guess I am lifting the band for today. But so I need to do another punishment, and I know what it is already.
I know what it is too.
Log your fucking food.
Yep.
Log your food. You got to send me your food log at the end of every day.
Okay, boss.
And no weightlifting until you're under 300.
Well, you can't give me two.
You still didn't. You failed the other one. Okay, just food log. Just food log. Just food log. Every day. And don't lie about it.
I won't lie about it.
Okay. Got to babysit.
Oh, man. Today's food log is about to start.
I was going to say, I haven't eaten anything today. I had a protein shake. That was it.
I had a McNugget.
Yeah. While we're on the subject, do we have a non-scale victory of the week?
I survived last night.
Yeah, that's true. Charles' wife is out of town, so he's single dadding it up.
Yep.
Well, that's a good one. That is a good one. I'm trying to think if I even have one this week. I did not have a very eventful week. We didn't have any events or anything. I did play pickleball and get crushed by Richie every game, so that's not a victory. It stopped raining, and I got out on my motorcycle. That was fun. That's awesome. My non-scale victory of the week. Yeah. My goof of the week is going to be what we're about to do as far as eating-wise, but...
My goof of the week was yesterday.
Yeah. What all did you eat yesterday?
What didn't I eat is a better question. So I had a slice of the new cheddar cheese pizza from Papa John's, leftover Florinda's pizza, because I couldn't let that go to waste, turkey meatloaf.
Yeah.
Turkey meatloaf at like 11:30 last night. Once I got the kids asleep and I got done cleaning.
Nice.
Then let's talk about the breakfast at Red Apple.
Yeah, I've never had that place. I need to try it.
Biscuits and gravy.
Hell yeah.
Hash browns with 2 eggs.
Yeah.
And corned beef hash on top.
Hell yeah. So did you log any of that?
I didn't know how to. I just
Actually,
said 4,000 calories. That's just what I'm saying.
I have a goof of the week. I did get out on my motorcycle, and it started to rain mid-ride, and I rode to Dairy Queen and got a blizzard.
Oh,
and was just soaked when I got home. But it was kind of worth it.
I almost left something out. I'm sorry.
What?
I bought Bobby's for the kids too.
Oh yeah, ice cream.
Yeah, and I got what was it? It was the Banana Delight. Like I said, 4,000 calories. I was scotting it up.
Gotta log it. All right, so Charles will be logging it going forward. We are going to take a quick break. Do join our Market Mile team. It is coming up.
Look at the shirt.
Yep, I got the shirt on today.
Got the
repping.
swag on.
Talking to Mark. I think he's going to be coming on again soon. And we have our mud run coming up this weekend. And I'm working on getting Dan on, who joined us virtually because he's going to be in town for next week. So
lots of stuff going on.
Our special guest is going to be next. I'm very excited about this one. Charles wanted to have him on here the first time he saw him, and I follow all of his stuff because it's a subject near and dear to my heart, St. Louis style pizza. So we will be back here shortly.
Yep.
And we're back. This is my first time trying 3 different cameras, so bear with me if this doesn't turn out super great, but it's going to be a learning experience. But we are with our special guest. His name is Andrew Taylor. He's also known as PizzaBabble, and as I just found out, NerdBabble too.
Yeah, it's just my other channel, and
we were kind of bullshitting before we started, and Star Wars, of course, came up, and he's in 501st, which is rad. If you don't want me to talk about that, we
oh
can
no, you're good.
Yeah, but no, that's super cool, man. I'm also got Star Wars tattoos as well, so yeah, I get it. I'm planning on more.
Me too.
But yeah, Andrew Taylor is his name. I'm sure you guys in St. Louis have seen him online. He's kind of known as the St. Louis pizza guy. So are you from St. Louis?
I am. I'm technically from Metro East.
Yeah, me too.
Grew up in Collinsville.
Yep.
I mean, I pretty much moved everywhere. I lived in Caseyville, Collinsville, Grant City, pretty much everywhere except Edwardsville.
Really?
Because you gotta have money to live in Edwardsville.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm from Freeburg, if you've heard of Freeburg.
Yeah.
And
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Belleville, was working over here. We ended up moving to Missouri. So you've never lived in the city?
No.
Wow.
I work in the city.
Yeah. What do you do when you're not pizza influencing?
Star Wars stuff.
Okay.
Awesome.
I mean, like work-wise.
Oh, work-wise, I work at Barnes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a sterile processing tech.
Oh, cool.
Which is a fancy word for I clean surgical equipment that was used.
Cool.
That's what my wife's going to do. So that's awesome.
But yeah, I'd like, I introduced you, but introduce a little bit about yourself, kind of, and I was kind of going to ask like how things got started with your pizza channel and all that.
I started, I think it was 2023, like November or December.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, beforehand, I didn't know a lot about pizza places in St. Louis. I grew up in the Metro East. Only St. Louis pizza place, St. Louis style, I ever knew was Emo's.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about Cecil Whitaker's or St. Louis Pizza Wings, even though there's a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
So anytime I wanted to look for a new pizza place I want to try, I would look for like foodies or something like that on Instagram. Hey, have they been here?
Mm-hmm.
And I would find like little mom and pop shops, and they haven't been to them. They would cover like, oh, this place on the Grove. Like, well, everybody knows that place on the Grove.
Yeah, exactly.
Or this place here. It's like, yeah, everybody knows there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, there's got to be a pizza guy in St. Louis that's covering these places, because Chicago has a couple. New York has a million of them.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit has some. LA has some. But I'm looking, and nobody's doing it. There's a few people have tried. That's why I couldn't get the name St. Louis Pizza Guy or St. Louis, STL Pizza Guy, because if you go on TikTok, there's like
a bunch.
There's a bunch, and they did 2 or 3 videos, and they just stopped.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if I could do it, and it would just let me just start just going to pizza places, and I'm like, let me try to do like 50, in a year, and I ended up hitting like 100.
I was gonna say, I was looking at your list last night, and it's an impressive. There's a lot of them I've never even heard of, and I've lived in the St. Louis area my entire life, and I lived in South City for like 5-6 years.
That was my main thing, is let me start hitting these places and realize there is a lot more than people think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was after like 20 or 30 when some places just started recognizing like, what I was doing.
Mhm.
Because my first like 20 videos was like 20 seconds long. It's just me eating the pizza.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing really to it. So I'm like, let me start actually like, let me talk to the owners and get the story and the history and tell you about the pizza. That's when pizza places started reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I like what you're doing.
That's awesome.
You're hitting these places that, like a lot of my videos, like Montebello's. You ever heard of Montebello's?
Oh, yeah. One of my friends, he sent me a bunch of questions to ask. His name's Jared. He's a big pizza guy. And I was like, I'm having that PizzaBabble guy because we talk about like the pizza connoisseurs on Facebook, because I'm sure you're a part of. So,
yeah. So like Montebello's, it's the oldest pizza place in St. Louis. That's still running. So I think 1950. And that's one of my first videos that ever like blew up. I think like 500,000 views.
Damn.
And so many people, like I lived in St. Louis my whole life. How have I not heard about this place?
Yep.
And that was my main thing. It's like, yeah, these are great places that you should hear about.
Absolutely.
And they're just not getting, like, foodies just don't want to go there. They just want to go to the bars and like, oh, I'm going to have this with my strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, no, let's pizza and wings, and that's what I'm about.
That kind of led into my next question. Where did PizzaBabble come from? So it sounds like other names were taken.
Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
The name, just because babbling, talking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Babble, that works. First thing I did was, let me just Google it. And I think someone in like Delaware, like 6 years ago, used the name PizzaBabble in an article for like a local like news organization once.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm taking it. I'm taking it because everything else was taken.
Yeah. It's a good name. And like,
at first I was like, should I have done Food Babble? Because like I'm starting to branch into more than just pizza.
I saw your Chili's trip last night or whenever.
Man,
I went recently too, and for the first time forever, it was really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
People sleep on it like it's good.
Chili's is having a renaissance, I guess. I don't know. But
I guess I have to try it because the only thing I used to eat there is their Tex-Mex rolls.
Oh, dude,
which are awesome.
Get that triple dipper.
Yes. Yeah, I did the Nashville hot, like whatever huge cheese stick things. They were great.
Yeah, I was able to stretch it from here to here.
Are they better than Joey B's cheese logs?
I am a big fan of Joey B's.
Those cheese logs. Joey B's.
I haven't had Joey B's yet.
It's good. It's good. Their wings are really good. My wife is down here. So, anyway, so we all have brought pizza.
The transfer from Pizza Stone to plate didn't go
It's
well.
okay. It's okay.
And you got made pizza too.
Yes. So I brought an appetizer. And I know you're a big toasted ravioli fan.
I am.
They are a little old. I only got one for each of us because I didn't realize it was four. Can you hand me the plates, please? This is from.
Am I gonna have to guess where it's from?
No, I'm gonna tell you because
Okay.
I don't think you've been. Because I was looking through your places that you've been, and it's a place called Twisted Tavern. It's not too far from here.
I have been there.
Oh, you have?
But I didn't, because when you walk in, it's that, that trend on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
the millennial.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it.
Yeah, it is. It 100% is. I love all their food. I've never had their pizza, but I know these are very good. They're brisket toasted ravioli.
Yeah.
I feel like I had them when I went.
Damn, I thought I was going to stump you. Well, not stump you, just surprise you.
Pretty much.
Go ahead.
If it's a place on the hill, I've been.
Oh, man. They're a little cold. I got them a little bit ago.
Oh, fine.
It's delicious, though.
Yeah.
It's like the most meat-packed toasted ravioli I've ever had.
Ooh.
Everything I've had from there was great. Their hot chicken sandwich, I dream about it. I dream about it. And I'm a big hot chicken fan.
Look up. Now, I will say the biggest toasted ravioli I've had, SDL Toasted.
Oh, I've never been there. I've seen it online and stuff.
Yeah, he's got one on the hill, and he's got one Foundry. Is the Foundry where they have? Yeah,
That's where I've seen it.
yeah, just massive.
I would try it. I work right down from the spot.
The Foundry. There's a Mexican place in there that's run by two brothers that only make their mom's recipes. It is so good. Right next to the chicken and waffles place.
Oh, the chicken and waffles place is pretty good.
Yeah. That's a really good toasted wrap.
I've
had them before. They're so good.
It's very good.
You want to keep that for the pizzas or?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay. There you go, bub.
All right, so we got Twisted Tavern on the way.
So you
Steffy.
said Cecil Whitaker's is a staple here in St. Louis.
Oh yeah,
I see it all the time.
There used to be way more of them.
I see it all the time. I've never had it. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Yep. I know it's a big toasted wrap, bub.
Honestly, you put Emo's, Cecil Whitaker's, and St. Louis Pizza and Wings in front of me, I can't taste the difference.
Okay.
Alicia's is a little bit in there, but there's only one left, I think.
Technically, it's not Alicia's anymore.
Yeah, it's called something else.
It's called Hampton Hill Pizza.
Yeah, because Alicia's was my go-to drunk pizza.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, great.
I've talked to them, and they said it's the exact same. Everything is still the same.
Really?
Okay.
I think something happened where a company bought them out, and they were the last one, and they were trying to negotiate. Can we keep the name?
Yeah.
And I think they just said, we're just going to change the name.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Steffy.
Are they still 24 hours? Because that was the big selling point for me. We'd order it at 3 in the
I think
morning.
they're still late. They're pretty late.
Yeah.
I even bought. This was about a year ago. I bought Alicia's Pizza, the car topper.
Oh yeah.
I bought one on Facebook Marketplace.
I remember
awesome.
being so drunk at my old house in South City waiting for that to come down the street. All right, so we got 3 pizzas here now. My wife has made one. Would you like to come tell a little bit about what it is?
She's like, no.
The transfer from Pizza Stone to plate went a little
It's okay.
roughly.
Yeah.
So she doesn't look great, but she's got bacon, sausage, jalapeno, onion, and garlic white sauce.
All right.
And hot honey. I put some hot honey on top.
Perfect.
She's wet.
I mean, it doesn't
It's
look like
wet.
much, but she's got it where it
Yeah,
counts.
I almost feel like I should have brought forks because she's wet.
It's okay.
Apologies.
Hot.
Hot. 'cause I
Oh, do you need here's a...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a mess.
plenty of napkins.
Oh.
Like I haven't eaten enough pizza this week.
Yeah.
I said Charles drove to the middle of nowhere, Illinois to get pizza yesterday.
So, Florinda's in Taylorville.
That's far.
It was.
Oh.
So, it is a family. It's been around for 25 years. It's owned by a family from Italy. And they make their pasta and everything, all farmer's market ingredients. And it was one of the cleanest pizzas I've had. It was awesome. It was really good.
Do you want a piece? Yeah. So I love that.
You have to say that though.
No, I don't have to say it. I love it. It's so good.
You know what's funny? Those videos that are in the middle of nowhere, those are my top videos.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Reno's and Carlinville.
Okay.
I went there 6-7 months ago. Video did 100,000 views on Facebook because everybody in that town started sharing it. Even the township government page shared it.
That's awesome.
And then I re-uploaded it 3 weeks ago, and it's at 150,000 views for that one again.
Wow.
Just because everybody in that town shares it.
Yeah, Carlinville's a small town, so I get that is cool because
Yeah.
all those small towns got that small town charm pride
Yeah,
thing.
I've
you
had
know?
that one and the one in Staunton. I can't remember the name of it, but they were great. My wife is even in the video
Yeah.
because she's a FedEx driver, and that's her route out there.
Oh, nice.
At the very end of the video, I put I saw this FedEx chick. She was really hot, and I gave her a slice of the pizza and stuff when she was on her break. And then within 2 or 3 weeks after the video, she's delivered packages to businesses out there. And they're like,
Yeah.
I just think I just saw you on the thing.
Is she out scoping for new pizza places for you when she's on a run?
All right.
She's been burnt out already.
Well, yeah, I love this. This is my kind of pizza, though.
I love this pizza. Steffi, good job. It's amazing.
The sauce is great. And it's got, sauce. I also had a little bit of input on this. I love jalapenos on pizza. I love sausage on pizza and bacon. So
This is good.
It is, isn't it?
we should start a ghost kitchen, Steffi. We got the approval. You got the approval. I didn't do anything. I sat around and went and got toasted ravioli.
There's no time for a ghost kitchen.
So, I forgot. There's red pepper and Parmesan too. But so I know you're known for St. Louis style. What's your favorite style of pizza? I'm sorry. I need
Hold
to
on
stop
again.
doing. Yeah, I need to stop doing that.
Man, it really depends on the day.
What you're in the mood for, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but usually, like if my go-to pizza is St. Louis style, but a mix of mozzarella and provolone.
Yep.
Just I hate when people say this, but
Pill.
uh, if you give me just a St. Louis style pizza, just cheese, I'm probably not going to like it too much. Provol's strong,
It is.
but if you give me a mix, that's fine.
So, like, when you go, like, that's nice of pizza. They do a lot of blends, and I think Afton Pizza Company does blends too.
Yeah.
Do you normally do the blend?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like St. Louis style is like it can be summed up to thin cracker crust,
Mm-hmm.
cut into squares,
Mm-hmm.
Provel cheese.
Yep.
But some places will do 80-20 or
Mm-hmm.
90-10 mozzarella Provel. So it's like it can be kind of loose.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what is your favorite pizza place to get in St. Louis? I know you've got a top 10 on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
So go follow his TikTok and Instagram. Check it out.
My top one, Filoni's. Filoni / Uncle Leo's.
Yeah,
It's the same family.
Thing. Yep.
You're
Don't
fine,
want to
bud.
burp right
You
now.
know, you're good. We burp on here all the time, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So they've
Amongst other
been
things.
they've been my favorite for at least a year now.
Yeah.
Fresh dough. They usually, I think they par bake it the night before. If not, they make the dough there.
Mm-hmm.
Great pizza. They have mozzarella. They have Provel. Filoni's is the oldest bar in St. Louis. I think the Limp family used to own it,
Mm-hmm.
which tells you how old that bar is.
For sure.
I think they started doing the pizzas in the 90s. So that pizza is from Leo's, which is in Kansas City. So
Okay.
I think the brothers went to college or something like that, out to Kansas City. They worked at their uncle's pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
They brought that ingredient back to St. Louis. They had Filoni's going, had the pizza going. Then they opened Uncle Leo's.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can get 3 of their pizzas,
Yeah.
Kansas City and St. Louis.
Nice.
Gotcha. I'm ashamed to say I've never had either one. And Uncle Leo's isn't close, but my favorite is Faraci's as far as St. Louis
Actually,
goes.
technically, Uncle Leo's is like 10, 15 minutes from here.
I know. It's
Yeah.
a shame, but my wife unfortunately does not like Provolone cheese at all. So I don't
Their mozzarella is still good.
I do husband meal when she's gone, where I get Emos or Nubbies or Liliana's and just eat it over the sink like a rat. But what about not St. Louis style? What's your favorite St. Louis?
I think I made a list. So if it's New York style, I'm going for Pie Guys, La Pizza.
Love Pie Guy.
If it's Detroit style, like a good thick crust, probably Mama Mel's
I've never had it.
or Nikki Slices.
Never had that either. I see it all over the place though.
So right now, Nikki, you can only get it through Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like a take and bake.
Yeah.
But he's opening up a place on the hill.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
exciting.
I've toured it. Looks amazing. Hopefully
Really?
the next couple months. I've told him, like, you let me know because I
Yeah.
won't be there day
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
oh, you're being here day one.
That's awesome.
But his pizzas are just like a work of art. Because he does his regular, like, oh, you want a pepperoni or cheese.
Yeah.
Then he does each week just some kind of special one. I think he had like an elote one a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing.
Oh,
It's in a pan. You take it home. It gives you instructions. And you just cook it in the pan.
sounds great. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, we should move on to our next pizza before Charles eats this entire one.
Nope.
So we'll go to yours next. So this is Zanti's. Did I say right?
Zanti's, yep.
Zanti's. I said Zanti's earlier.
Yeah.
That's the widest
learned.
way of saying
Yeah,
that
I learned.
possible.
So tell us about Zanti's.
So Zanti's is right up the road, 10, 15 minutes away.
Mhm.
I can't remember the
It's a Concord.
Concord,
area,
Concord area,
Mhm.
which that whole area you could find good pizza.
Yep.
You've got Uncle Leo's, you've got Zanti's, you've got That's a Nice Pizza,
Mhm.
and this was within the first like 25, 30 pizza places I went to.
Yep.
And this was like hands down, like this is if I want my favorite is pepperoni and bacon when it comes to
Okay.
St. Louis style.
Yep.
And this one of the places you get like the full strips of bacon on it.
Oh, I love that. That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing about St. Louis style pizza because not many other
Yeah.
city or regions do that.
And I break down St. Louis style. There's 3 different kind of St. Louis styles.
Mm-hmm.
There's your emos, which is usually like a frozen crust or pre-made crust. That's usually chains. Then there's Zanti's Deli style, which is them, Uncle Leo's, Filoni's. Usually it's a crust that's par baked, probably made the day before or this morning. So it's still fresh.
When you say par baked, what do you mean?
So they'll take the dough, roll it out. They'll bake it for 2 or 3 minutes just to keep it, kind of like a shell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they'll do that either the night before or early morning.
Okay.
That way, because if they're busy, you can't just sit there and keep rolling and making them fresh like that.
Okay.
So if you just par bake it a couple hours beforehand, you're set.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, let's crack into this one.
Yeah, because
I purposely didn't eat anything today.
Yeah, I didn't either. So
this looks great.
Looks amazing.
We'll turn it around for the camera here. This looks
I'm not from St. Louis.
real good.
And we were talking last night, and I was telling him, other parts of the country, you don't just get bacon like this on pizza.
No.
Like it's completely different.
Oh yeah.
So what's great about Zanti is they have a mixture between like Filoni style and what I call North County style. So Faraci's,
Nicolainas.
they have that style where it's it's a rectangle more than just like a square, and they just have that distinctive taste. So they have that kind of mixture between North County and
Oh yeah, this is very good. This one had never even been on my radar before, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you. So they're a deli.
Yeah.
So
sort of deli. You can't
yeah.
They do sandwiches, they do pizzas, and I had just seen them pop up and the sandwiches. I'm like, oh, the sandwiches, and then I saw the pizzas. I'm like, okay, I gotta get the pizza.
Besides pizza, what's your favorite food? I keep asking you a question as soon as you take a bite. I'll stop doing that. I'm sorry. What do you think, Charles? What do you think, Charles?
Well, this is amazing.
He's kind of a St. Louis pizza hater, a little bit.
It took me a year to get used to the cheese. And to be honest with you, I like pie pizza a lot. Really upset that it closed down because I loved the cornbread crust that they had. They actually, putting anchovies in your pie pizza gave it just enough salt.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely crazy. I still, it hurts me that pie pizza closed because I love pie pizza. Dewey's was one of the first places other than pie pizza I ate at, and I just don't like Dewey's. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's overpriced, and it's just really doughy.
Their sausage really threw me off.
Yeah.
It's the sliced sausage. I'm like, I never see a place do that before.
No. So Dewey's, I never get. I've had it maybe twice in the last 6 years, and I've been out here for 9 years. Emo's, on the other hand, because they're Provel bites, because they're toasted wraps and their meat sauce. I know their meat sauce is awesome for the Provel bites, but everybody just kept having it. So I finally got used to it, and it's just because it's cracker pizza.
Yeah,
I'm a Chicago Lou Malnati's fan.
Yeah.
So I just
when people ask me at St. Louis style and Chicago Tavern, I'm like, let's be honest, the only difference is the cheese.
Yep.
And I'll have people like, no, it's a little bit thicker. I'm like, you're talking millimeters difference.
Yeah, exactly.
There really isn't that much of a difference.
And if you talk to people from Chicago, which my sister lives in Chicago, my brother-in-law has lived in the city his entire life. My parents are from the Chicago area. That Lou Malnati's, that's not the real Chicago style.
Yeah.
That's the tourism Chicago style. The real is the bar pizza.
Yeah.
And when you go to Chicago, I was going to ask, because we were talking before, he's planning on taking some pizza tour trips. It's kind of a smaller chain, but they have this kind of started. It's called Villanova.
I have it on my list.
Dude, it's one of my favorite pizzas I've ever had. I love it. My parents have a vacation house in Michigan, Indiana border. It's like a small town where a bunch of people in Chicago have vacation houses. Every time I'm there, which will be this Sunday, going to be getting Villanova for sure.
Yeah, I've got my list for Chicago.
After all this pizza, you're still going to get Villanova?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but Chicago style pizza is more like a pie.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
This is delicious.
So good.
That's a solid Thank you, Bob.
See, I haven't done a lot of
Eye-opening.
Chicago deep dish just because, one, it can be very expensive. And two, it's usually me and maybe my wife, but she's not much for red sauce. So it's hard for me to get like a Chicago deep dish.
Yeah.
Because those are very difficult to eat once they get cold.
Have you had Blackthorn?
Oh, yeah.
I used to live right by Blackthorn, and that caused me to gain a lot of weight.
That was one of those places where I should have just walked in and just asked, hey, $5, can I have one slice for you?
Exactly.
I just need to do a video. That would be great if they started doing that.
Yeah.
Selling it by the slice.
Yeah.
Because they'd make a fortune doing that.
Yeah, they would. They would. That's more of a casserole than anything, but
That
it is delicious though.
We had it after our first try last year. It was our celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had it since,
Yeah,
but it was really good.
The Zanti's got a thumbs up from my Provo hating wife.
You can't really taste it that
The
much.
meat is good. That's what it is. The meat's real good.
Mm-hmm. But
And the seasoning they put on top is really good.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming pizza is your favorite food. Yeah. What's your second favorite food?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh man, I gotta really think about this. I'm trying to think of any food outside of, because I love pasta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's just like pizza.
In a bowl.
A
Yeah.
pho,
Pretty much.
right? No, I'm just,
I probably my mother-in-law's pho, because that is like, I'll eat it and then I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah.
And anytime it's my birthday, she goes, you want pho? I'm like, yeah.
don't even ask. Just make it.
Thanksgiving, pho.
No turkey.
Anytime
Pho.
it's somebody's birthday, like, are we doing pho? 'Cause it's so much different. Like, because when you make it at your house, I can make it sweet, I can make it sour, I can make it spicy. When you have it, I have all the, like, I have perfected it. Now I've got my broth and I've got everything. I got my beef paste, I've got my sriracha, I've got all my vegetables laid out, and I just the right amount of this, and I'm made it perfect. But other than,
Well, now you're selling me on her pho.
yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, because like everywhere we go, everybody's like, "Is your wife bringing her lumpia?" You know,
Oh.
because my wife makes the best lumpia. Yeah, it's
We used to work together. She brought in probably 100 lumpia rolls, and I probably ate about 25 of them.
and not the small ones. Like we're talking the brick ones.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
We only have one Filipino guy in our department.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking, in healthcare. And he keeps talking like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make some, and I'll freeze them. You can take them home and fry them." And I'm like,
it's a lot of
man.
work.
"Yeah, like come on, man,
Yeah.
want one?"
Well, you live now that I know right down the street from me, so I've got them in the freezer. So she's always got them on hand.
You'll have to hit them up, dude. Next time she makes them fresh,
Oh yeah,
you should. They're so good.
they are.
But
Well,
since we got
everything she makes
yeah,
from the Philippines is good.
since we got the St. Louis pizza style, not so much of a hater, but definitely a hater in my wife because of the Provel cheese. Do you think that Provel cheese gets overly hated?
Yes.
Not at all.
So there's
Not at all.
so here's the thing. There are two kinds of haters. There's the people who it's not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
which I get. It's not for everybody. Then there's the people who they will go out of their way to tell you, "Hey, it sucks."
Yeah, it's not real cheese.
It's not real,
Yeah.
even though it's made out of 3 real cheeses,
Exactly.
which makes it 3 times more real than regular
Hell
cheese.
yes. Hell yes.
But, like,
Standing on
St.
business.
Louis-
But I always
St.
see it
Louis
as like
people.
it's not real cheese. I'm like, man, you probably just went to QT and bought like those taquitos off the roller. It's like, do you really
You love
care
them
that
too.
it's real?
Yeah.
We live in America.
Yeah,
Any food's real.
Yeah. Those are the same people that are like, oh, they'll eat American cheese on smash burgers. They'll eat nacho cheese, which is all over processed shit. And Provel's way better. And like the thing is, I get if it's not your thing, but that's not an argument that it's not real cheese because it is. It's real to me, damn it.
I have had people when I did Pie Guys,
Mhm.
New York style pizza. I had people commenting, "Provel sucks, man." I'm like, it's not even the real. It's not even the right cheese.
Yeah.
It's
It's
awesome.
New York style.
So since my parents were from the Chicago area, we were not a St. Louis style pizza place growing up. Like they didn't like emos. They never really got it. And it was within the past like 3-4 years that I was like getting emos a lot. And then I discovered Afton Pizza Company, which is pretty close here. And then I discovered
Which used to be
Nubby's.
an Emos.
Yeah, I know. And then I discovered Nubby's and then like Liliana's and all this stuff. And now
Nubby's is great.
It
I've
is
never had
so good,
Dude,
dude.
they got that Philly cheese. I need to get that Philly cheesesteak.
I have not had that, but I do like they have crab rangoon and barbecue and great St. Louis style pizza. You would love it, dude. It's so
And
good.
There's a reason why we
hand-tossed
haven't
pizza
been there.
It's
Yeah.
great too.
They're what?
They have a hand tossed pizza too.
Oh, really? I've only
Really
had the
good,
St.
yeah.
Louis style. Okay.
So I'm trying to eat more St. Louis style things. I had Joya's for the first time this weekend.
Big fan.
The best. I got the Hogfather. It's hands down one of the best sandwiches I've ever had. And I'm a huge meatball sandwich guy.
See, I'm not a cold sandwich guy.
no,
I'm not either.
I'm
I can
not
make those
a
at
cold
home.
cut guy. I'm not an Italian sub guy.
Yeah.
I'm a hot sandwich. So Philly cheesesteak, meatball, chicken parm.
Oh, yeah.
So like Blue City Deli, they got good hot sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Gramophone.
Oh, yeah. I love
Yeah, give me a
Gramophone.
good meatball.
Right down the street from my office, Gramophone.
See, I just go to Penn Station when I'm in Philly. I love their Philly though. So are you ready for this?
So this is something that Charles has been telling me is really good.
So it is a pizza place.
It is.
Yeah. And he's been selling me on it. I haven't had it in forever, if that's giving anything
Can you tell
away.
me the area?
It's around here.
Yeah, it was like
There's probably one near you, too.
So it's a chain.
Yes.
maybe,
It's not local to St. Louis,
maybe.
but Charles told me what he's going to bring, and I laughed.
There was a reason why.
So we did half cheese, just in case you're the Dave Portnoy purist,
Yeah.
and then we got the 3 meat.
I think I know what it is.
What do you think?
This is Hunt's.
Nope.
It is not.
This isn't
It is
Casey's.
not gas station. It is not
Okay.
gas station.
We're not, it ain't no Casey's.
We're not allowed. We're not allowed to eat gas station pizza right now.
Not even Casey's?
It's right beside my house.
Oh, a man
Dude,
after
Casey's
my own heart.
is...
A man, he used to tell me that Quick Trip was better than Casey's, and I was like, "You're out of your mind,
no.
dude."
Casey's has it down. Like their breakfast pizza. Like when I
It's
was a
the best thing
FedEx,
in
when
the
I was a FedEx driver, that was my breakfast.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
I'd
dude.
go fill up my tank and get myself a slice.
All right. The cheese pizza is so good. The cheese is so good. I gotta try the meat because I never get to try the meat.
I can tell you right now, I don't think I've had this before. Just looking at it,
I guarantee you've had it. It's probably been a very long time.
it's a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's Chuck E. Cheese.
It's not
Did
bad.
they give
Is
you
it?
looks when you walked in? You're like, wait, what?
Where's your child?
Yeah.
Me?
Because he's got 3 young kids, so he goes to Chuck E. Cheese a lot, and he's like, "Dude, it's not bad." I'm like, "There's no way it's good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad."
I'm
I
here for
think-
that mechanical rat
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah. I think it's the worst of the 3 we've had, but it's better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna lie.
The cheese is actually really good. That's why I like it.
I'll put it this way. I've had how many? Let me show you how many. 117 pizza places. There's only been like 3 that I've like said like either I don't like it. That tells you like
Yeah, exactly.
how low my bar is.
Well,
That
it's
actually
funny
was going to be
'cause one
my.
of my- yeah.
That was our next question. Was
Yeah.
was there a pizza place that you went to go review or something? It was like just like you couldn't even post it, type of thing. You don't have to. You don't got to.
Oh, I've posted them.
Okay.
Fort Sells Pizza Den, which is not that far from here.
Yeah.
People can complain what they want, but it's not even the taste. It was burnt on the bottom and raw on top.
Oh, that's the worst, dude.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And apparently that's a thing. Like it's the only one left out of so many. And I had people like defending it. Man, I go to the one over here all the time. I'm like, that one closed down like 4 years ago. What are you talking about?
Yep. Mhm.
So that was bad. But in the video, I'm like, yeah, I don't like the pizza, but the wings were good. Swiss ravioli was good.
Mhm.
So I'm not the type to like just bash a restaurant just because I didn't like the pizza. They have other stuff.
Mhm.
The other one was Fletcher's in Swansea.
I know.
Have you seen the picture I posted?
I did.
All you have to do is see the picture and you'd be like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, they have pretty good food overall. I've never had their pizza though.
I just happened to come across it. They're like, oh, they have great pizzas. Crackling, they call it crackling crust pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It was, that crackling was lacking because it was just doughy and the bottom had burnt flour all over it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, okay, someone's not cleaning the ovens out. And after like 2 bites, I was like, I can't do this.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I lived in Belleville until about 3-4 years ago, and I used to go to the Butcher's Lot, but I always got their like wings or something. So they were pretty good.
Yeah, I think that was the only ones. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember. It's on the hill, which
That's
Fabazas.
Oh yeah.
They're not known for their pizza, but I
Yeah.
got it, and it was covered in covered in oil and
Mhm.
everything, and I'm like, this is not good. But
That's
when
how Vito's was for me. Whenever
Yeah.
I went there once, it was
Vito's.
Yeah,
Papa Vito's?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Papa Vito's.
yeah, Puppy was good.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where they're known for not known for their pizza. It's probably on there for kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Chuck E. Cheese, they're definitely known for their pizza and Rat Casino.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised that I
Did you
kinda
try the
liked
cheese?
it. I
the,
did.
the cheese is. I think it's the crust.
wasn't bad.
I told you. Come on now.
Crust
The box
wasn't
threw
bad.
me off.
Yeah, I know. I was so glad when it didn't have the name on it when he got here. I'm like, we're gonna have him guess to see if he can guess it. But
Yeah.
I mean, so you've got a new one you can put on your list.
yeah, exactly.
I wanted a new one for you.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I'm kind of running out of pizza places that are within 25 minutes of Barnes.
yeah.
Have you had Riley's?
Never heard of it.
It's like a small kind of dive bar. It's like Chicago style bar, like tavern pizza. It's been a very long time since I've been there, but I remember it being great. So I would recommend that.
I'll double check. It's at this point, I've had every recommendation you can think of.
Well, we have a couple for you today.
So if there's a few that no one has told me, I'm like, let me double check this out because
Mhm.
by I mean, I've got hundreds of messages. I need to clear them. It's just some of the messages are nice. Some of them, because I don't care what people say. Doing pizza, not even like reviews. I review it, but I don't
Yeah.
break it down. Like I give
You're
it a
more of an
3.5.
enjoyer.
Enjoyer.
Yes.
I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah, you're a connoisseur. Yeah, a pizza connoisseur.
Yeah. So, man, you can get more hate just doing pizzas.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
God forbid someone says, I enjoy a pizza,
Mhm. Yeah. I mean,
especially
and-
St. Louis style.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a pizza that where I was like, oh, I hate that. I think I had a bite of goat cheese pizza, which I was not a big fan of.
I don't like goat cheese.
I don't either. Hell yeah.
Only one place,
Um,
and you almost got it.
What?
Where we got the toasted wraps from. The
Oh, yeah, you're
kids,
right.
the
Yeah.
kids wouldn't even eat the cheese pizza from there. Like
Twisted Ham. You just must have gotten a bad batch. Everything I've had there is good.
everything has been except for that pizza. Like it was just the kids wouldn't even eat it. Like we had to stop on our way home after spending that kind of money, and I was just like, wow.
So we talked about like bad pizzas you got. Was there any like crazy pizza that you would not think you would have liked that you ended up liking? Like I've had crab rangoon pizza before, which ended up being really fucking good.
Benny's? Was it Benny's?
It was not at Benny's, but we had Benny's last weekend when I was hammered out of my mind, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not much for his hand tossed,
Yeah,
but you get that crab and go on the thin crust.
really,
It's really good.
really.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it the place that I didn't like?
Yeah.
But I crushed it because I was hammered.
Yeah.
Okay. We did a bike ride. We did the poker fun bike ride, and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, we drank way.
It was a
way too
shit
much.
show.
Yeah,
It was a
good.
shit show.
I mean, it's a bar pizza.
Yeah,
So you're not.
and I got the slice. It was probably been a better move to do the full pie,
Get it
as opposed
fresh.
to them just.
And we almost did get the crab rangoon because you said something about it, and
Yeah, I should have.
yeah,
should have. I'm gonna put.
Yeah,
this
it was
back
really good.
there.
I'm trying to think of any pizzas because I don't stick with like I'm just gonna get a pepperoni.
Mhm.
It's like if they have like some kind of special, let me get the
Mhm.
special.
you know, your wife's dough on the end, it reminded me of like, I'm trying to think of what pizza place it was. I really liked your wife's pizza, by the way.
So
It's
Yeah.
good. It's like
It's like
buttery,
a pretzel.
too.
It's like a pretzel dough end,
Yeah,
'cause
during
it's got some
COVID,
body.
she got real into like making her own dough and making pizza and stuff, and I would like smoke them on my smoker, and we made some bangers back in the day. That's the first one she's made at this house, actually.
Nice.
Everyone came up with a hobby during COVID.
Mine was getting fat.
Yeah, so it's not-
Mine was working.
yeah,
Well, that's
I was working 12-hour shift during COVID. It sucked.
yeah. We were in the office the entire time. We never got to go home.
no.
That's where we used to work.
We were sterilizing N95 masks.
yeah.
Use them again.
Oh, I can imagine you guys
Oh,
were pretty
it sucked.
busy.
All right, so got a question for you. Let me read it right about the big three. Of the big three, which is your favorite? Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's.
Pizza Hut. Because I go by their different styles.
Mhm.
Okay.
Domino's, I love their thin crust. Their hand sauce, not so much.
What about their pan?
The pan is good.
Yeah, the pan is great.
And I believe
Going
you're
back
not,
to
you're
the
not
well
putting
here.
Little Caesars in that.
Yeah,
Because the thin crust is good, but have you had one of their lunch deep dish ones?
Mm-mm.
It is
Not in
amazing.
20 years.
It is amazing. It'll give you a run for your money. Like you'll be like, wow, this is
Well, I had Chuck
Little
E.
Caesars?
Cheese for the first time in 20 years. I might
Yeah.
have to go to Little Caesars again.
Yeah,
would,
the little-
would Little Caesars top the other three?
probably if I got that deep dish, yeah.
Wow.
But I go with pizza just because I like their thin crust, I like their pan, and I can eat their hand sauced.
Some about a Pizza Hut pan, like it just reminds me of like Book It when I was a kid. Like
So, you know how many times I've gone to St. Louis Children's Hospital for lunch
oh
instead of my cafeteria because they have the little pizzas you can buy. I even did a video on it.
hmm
I'm like, oh, I just want to do a video review, and I had people in the comments like, "Dude, I'm on the 7th floor, and this popped up on my For You page. Like, this is freaking me out." It's like really close.
So, what is a place that you went that like surprised you by how good it was? Like Blackthorn back in the day was an absolute dump. It's still not the nicest place in the world.
Don't get their thin crust. I can tell you that.
I've never done it because I
It's-
saw it and I was like, it doesn't look
it's-
great.
It's like sand in your mouth. I don't. It's a pre-made crust.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's a place like where you went in not expecting much and were kind of blown away?
Probably Woods and Stonefire. It's in St. Charles. I didn't know much about it. It's a little place. There's only like one table. So I'm like, all right. And I looked at the menu and it was like, they had like a meatloaf pizza and
Interesting.
a whole bunch of
Mhm.
different beef stroganoff pizza. And I'm like, this is like a gimmick pizza. It's no good. And I remember getting like the luau, which is like barbecue sauce base. And it was like bacon, smoked pulled pork, pineapple,
Oh, that
and
answers
like
the question.
caramelized onions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's a lot. But I'm like,
Sounds pretty good.
let me give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the best pizzas I've had so far.
Really?
It was amazing.
One of my questions was, does pineapple belong on pizza?
If you have a pork product to compare it with.
100%.
Canadian bacon.
Yeah,
All
Canadian
day.
bacon. Try smoked pulled pork.
Really?
It's amazing.
I
We
love a
had that
pineapple with jalapenos, bacon, and I'll try the pulled pork. But also, I think that like Hawaiian style, like anything with pineapple, like I don't like it from Pizza Hut. I only like it with St. Louis style.
And I prefer it like a thin crust with it.
Yeah.
The hand sauce, because the pineapple can have like the juice in it and
Juice,
kind of
Yeah.
make it soggy. So usually thin crust.
Yeah.
But yeah, I even had the meatloaf pizza from there, and it was actually really good. Because when you think about it, you know what's pizza?
Was the crust meat?
No. It was just your plain crust.
Yeah.
And then the base was like a tomato sauce,
Mhm.
and then he'd use like sliced beef to put on it, and then he would do. He didn't have potatoes on it, which I told him like, dude, you need to throw like potatoes on it because like when you think
Wow.
meatloaf, you think potatoes. Like it doesn't have to be mashed potatoes, but some kind of potato on it. But
Yep.
it threw me off, and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good. And I've been back there once or twice.
This is in St. Charles. What was it called again?
Woods and Stonefire.
What's that? Well,
So
I'll
we-
have to check that
Where
out.
I'm from, Owensboro, Kentucky, they had a place like that called Feta, and they had a mashed potato pizza.
Apparently, South Korea has
It's
that too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
With scallions, and it was just, I mean, they did a bunch of, as you said, gimmick pizzas,
Yeah.
and you bought them by the slice, and they were awesome.
Really?
They were really good.
Hmm.
It was, mashed potatoes do belong on a pizza. I don't care what anybody says.
And they've been Woods and Stonefire has been. I love when I do a video, it does well, and then they will get back to me and say, "Hey, we've had like 3 or 4 people come in today because they said they saw your video."
That's awesome.
I'm like, that is what I'm.
Yeah,
That's-
that's why
that's
they're
what I
doing it.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And
Of course.
ironically, I think it's probably my biggest video. It's almost at 1 million views, and it wasn't even me eating the pizza. So at Woods and Stonefire, they write funny stuff on their box.
I've seen this one.
Yeah. And it was is a guy ordered a pizza and he doesn't want green peppers on the. His wife wants it, but he doesn't.
Mhm.
So he put, please do not put it on it. They're disgusting, this and that. And so what they did was they just took half the pizza, put it in a small box, half the pizza, small box. And on one of them it says, This one does not, big circle, have green peppers, even though you're a big baby about it. And then the other box had like a biohazard sticker on it, warning, green peppers. So I just did a video about that because they just write funny stuff.
Yeah.
And then he just blew up. And he's like, dude, we've had people like coming left and right to come here, like write funny stuff.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, just, you never know what videos are going to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, and, you know, like part of why we do what we do, I mean, this is way off topic. We've been losing weight for the past year and a half. So, like, we like to.
I need to get on that.
Hey, you know, we're both big guys. We're still not small.
Yeah.
But, you know, we did it, like, really to help people and, like, helping small businesses because a lot of those pizza places seem to be disappearing. Like, Alicia's all but disappeared, essentially, and it lives on, which is great. But, you know, there's a lot of pizza places that don't exist anymore. So.
Yeah. And my whole thing was just there's a bunch of pizza places that people have not heard about.
Exactly.
Like, especially on my top 10, like Bomberitos. Before I went there, I didn't know about it. And this was like 4 or 5 months ago when I went.
Mm-hmm.
No one really talked about it. No one said, oh, you should try this place. I just, like, I had a day off. I'm looking at my list, like, where have I not hit? And then I searched, Bomberitos popped up. I'm like, well, I haven't seen anybody talk about it, so let me go. And man, it was amazing. It was like a good, like a hand-tossed pizza. They had like a white sauce and everything. And you walk in, it's like 4 or 5 tables, really small.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is like on my top 10.
Really? Yeah, because I
That's
saw
awesome.
your top 10. I was very glad to see that Afton Pizza Company and Nubby's was on your top 10 because they're kind of like my go-tos. When I'm gonna eat.
I always saw Afton Pizza Company as emos on crack.
Yeah,
it's like an emos pizza, but they throw more toppings on.
Yeah, and I think their Provel is different.
I think
feel
that
like
was
the Provel's like meltier.
That's how it is at Ferracci's too.
Ferracci's is my
they do
all-time
something
favorite.
with their Provel.
Yes, yeah,
They got something in it.
yeah. Steffi, my wife, even liked the Ferracci's pizza because my buddy's brother lives out in Chesterfield, and every time he has a pool, we go swimming over there. We order a shit ton of Ferracci's, and I feel sick the next day, but it's worth it.
I think the Afton video is the first one I sent to him because I was like, hey, this is by your house. I want to try this.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely delicious.
Yeah, my wife's cousin worked there.
Oh, really?
For like a couple years, and so he's like, "When are you coming by, man? You know, I'll hook you up with a pizza."
Yeah.
So, have you had any food truck pizza that's really good here in St. Louis?
Yes. Technically, I mean, it's in Farmington.
Okay.
Called Fired.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Yeah, he is my pizza guy.
Yeah.
So if I ever have questions about pizza, I go to him.
Up. Yeah.
And he just happened to be like, we had mutual friends through the Star Wars community.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, you need to talk to him. And so I started talking to him, and he's my pizza guy. So I'm like, I need to get down to Farmington. It's not in the St. Louis area per se, but
it's
like,
out there. But
I'm like, I need to do it because he's been supportive ever since I started.
Hell
so I go down there, and it's freezing cold, and it's pizza. Man, you look at it, you're like, this is like good, but it's gonna be bad for me because it was like pepperoni, ricotta, hot honey, and it's glistening, and it was amazing.
Oh, and it's called Fired.
Fired, yeah.
Shout out to Fired in Farmington. And it's a food truck.
It's a food truck. Yeah,
Okay.
he's in Farmington and a Desolage, I think it is, as well, and he just like different little spots.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that cannolis he had, those were good.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of other food trucks. Was it Blues Fired Pizza? I think it's called.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine worked for them, and man, I cannot be in one of those food trucks of theirs because they've got that stone fire oven in the food truck.
Yeah.
So imagine that gets up to 700-800 degrees.
Yep.
And you're in the food truck. It's brutal.
Yeah. So you live in Granite now, so you're from that area ish. So I saw that you're a Pizza World fan.
Mm-hmm.
My friend in college, a bunch of my friends used to work there, and I'm a huge fan of Pizza World. One time I tried to take down the Big World with my roommate. Do you remember the Big World? That 2 foot wide pizza and didn't even come close. I think I ate 2 pieces and wanted to die.
So the thing about Pizza World is people don't realize it's somewhat of a local.
Yeah.
I mean,
it started in Granite.
It started in Granite.
Yeah.
So the one in Granite actually used to be a Panteras pizza. You walk in, you look around, you're like, this has got a Panteras feel. Because I knew it was a Panteras because the one guy that works in Granite, an older guy, he used to work at the Panteras before it was Pizza World. and he's got like KC95 rocking in the back.
Nice.
And I'm like, yeah, this used to be Pantera's. I could tell. And I think the one in Granite is the only one that has a buffet.
Oh wow, you don't see those very often
No.
anymore.
Get me a pizza buffet. I'll take it.
Have you had Pizza World?
No, I have not.
You gotta try it, dude.
First time I've heard about it.
They got like gourmet. They call them gourmet pizzas. They have like all these special. They were the first buffalo chicken pizza I ever had, and I was like blown away.
And when you go to the buffet in Granite, when you pay for your buffet, they'll ask you, "Hey, is there any certain pizza you want on?"
And they'll cook it.
And they'll cook it.
Ooh,
Which is awesome.
Cece's used to do that
Yeah.
back in the day,
we need to make a field trip out there.
Yeah,
Well, right by you.
yeah.
Let's go. We can get off the bike trail and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to the owner. I've talked to the owner's son. So the owner's son runs the one in Granite City,
Okay.
and he was cool. He's like, dude, you live like 10 minutes away from this place. I'm like, yeah, I live right down the street. And he had me go in the back. I made my own pizza. I got a video
I was
for it.
watching some
Yeah.
of those videos. Last
And I
night,
was
actually.
like, I had all the. I'm like, man, I'm good at this, at that, at that. And it was good.
Did they make it a special on their menu? The Babble special?
Yeah, the Babble
But
special.
I think that's a big thing that a lot of pizza places they started doing with me was, hey, let me show you how I make our pizza
Mhm.
because before me I couldn't find any videos of people showing how they make St. Louis style
yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
I've seen New York and stuff, but
Yeah.
like I think a lot of places like people love to see, oh yeah, this is fresh, this fresh that. It's not like a frozen crust. Like they like to see that it's
I
fresh.
know quite like I know Emos is frozen crust. I know Afton Pizza Company,
Which I don't.
Yeah,
knock
I
the
know.
place.
I still love it.
Yeah.
I eat it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I love frozen pizza. They make it
Emos,
home.
I'll be honest. I'll take their appetizers before the pizza.
I say that all the
The
time.
Provo bites are one of my favorite things, like to get.
Yeah.
I like their garlic, and their salad's great too. Their like garlic cheese bread is really good.
Speaking
I do
of
love their
salads,
pizza, but Emos is kind of like you were saying it earlier. Kind of depends which one you get it from.
Yes.
Some are better than others.
Yes.
Agreed.
So
I have found that out.
there's a reason behind that. The reason is because
How
certain,
high the people are working there.
certain emos, because it's all kind of franchise.
Yeah,
They buy their stuff at certain places.
really.
And I mean, I've heard so many things about emos.
I had
like-
friends working.
About
Sounds
there.
like the
the
sugar
family,
fire that failed.
It's
and
like a
everyone's-
mafia family with
Yeah.
them.
Huh.
And like, oh, this part of the family runs this side and that side. I think at some point they tried to get the franchisees out of there, so the
Mm.
family only runs them. So yeah, I've heard a lot of things. And then and I've had people like, oh, you haven't worked with emos yet. I'm like, I've tried.
Yeah.
I've reached out like 3 times, and
I was
each
gonna
time
say you should be their like spokesman. I would think if I was them, I'd be calling you.
I know.
I've tried, and they've, oh, we'll look at it, see if there's, it'd be great to have you do something, this and that. And after like the 3rd time I've asked, I was like, I realize I'm not the type of person for you guys, because if you look on their Instagram, they've collaborated, and it's all these like Instagram foodie models.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're
okay,
an Instagram foodie model.
Yeah, you are. Come on,
hand
bro.
model. But like,
Pizza
so
model.
I was like, okay, I'm not your type.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll work with other little places.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, like that's the thing is like when people think St. Louis style pizza, they only think emos, and there's so much more.
Yeah.
That was my
That's
main thing.
so much better too.
Because I've had people just say, "Oh yeah, I like that emo style." Like
Mhm.
they have marketed it.
Mhm.
I mean, they even own the rights to Provel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So I can't remember the deli that had Provel cheese. So when Emos was able to buy the deli, they bought the deli, which means they bought the rights to
Wow.
Provel cheese. So the name Provel, they own. That's why you'll see places like use St. Louis pizza cheese.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
Provel cheese.
Joyous does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why they do it is if you use Provel, that means you have to pay Emos to use that trademark. And usually that means you have to buy their Provel cheese from their facility.
They are the pizza mafia, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So they have kind of like monopoly to it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I got talking to pizza owners like, yeah, like they will like hit you with a cease and desist.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, you would think,
Yeah.
I don't know. Competition breeds like better quality, I think. So
Yeah,
they
I
should
agree.
embrace all these other smaller pizza places.
Yeah.
So we kind of touched on it earlier. Are you more of a classic red sauce guy, or are you white sauce, garlic sauce?
I'm a red sauce guy.
Yeah?
Like I can never get tired of red sauce.
Yeah.
I'll have people ask me like, I'm looking for like a sweeter sauce, this more robust sauce. I'm like, I haven't tasted the difference. There's only one place that I remember the sauce because it was the sweetest sauce, like enough to where I took a bite and I was like that's sweet. Gia's Pizza in O'Fallon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess they're known for their sweet
They
sauce.
have some crazy pizzas there too. I think I had pizza with like potatoes on it and stuff
Yeah.
there once. Yeah.
No, they've got like 4 different sauces.
Mhm.
Like if it was just sweet sauce they had, I'm like, listen, man, I can't. It was bad.
I don't know. about
Granted,
that.
I did get a Hawaiian pizza from there, so I had the pineapple,
yeah.
and I remember I talked about like that little bartender there, and I'm like, dude, this is strong. And so it's the only place that I remember the sauce, just because it was so strong.
Gotcha. Is there any toppings you don't like? I know we talked about it before you came on, but
Yeah, mushrooms and olives, not my thing.
I think olives ruin pizza. I used to not like mushrooms, but I've really come around on them lately. I don't know what it is.
It's just even as a kid, my mom would get the supreme and just pick them off. I'm like, you don't understand. You're trying to pick it off.
Yep.
There goes half the cheese.
Yep.
And there's always that one that's underneath the cheese you didn't get. It just ruins your day.
Yeah.
So everyone in my family, with the exception of my parents and I think my sister Leah, who lives in Chicago, but my parents really like Papa Vito's because they live in Belleville, and they're like, we'll pick up some pizzas, and then I'm like, all right, please just no olives. Like everyone else in the family hates olives, and they get like 3 pizzas. Every fucking one has olives on it. And like once the olive juice gets into the pizza, even when the olive itself is gone, you can still taste the olive, and it drives me crazy. But I do like Papa Vito's, just olive free.
No, I've never had
Not
a
a
pizza
fan.
with anchovies though.
I haven't either. I'm too afraid.
Never tried to pie pizza with the anchovies.
No.
It was so good. It really was.
Just the thought of anchovies to me is
It's a meat pizza.
Yeah, but a whole dead fish.
So they chopped it up. Like it was almost like
I would
salting
try
the
it.
pizza.
It's very salty.
Yeah.
Like you don't
It
need
is.
other toppings on it.
I would
with it.
try it. I don't know because like my wife used to say I was a picky eater. I'm not a picky eater. I just know things that I don't like. Like I'll try
the
anything.
definition of
I-
picky.
yeah.
No, I will try anything.
I have expanded my horizon. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't a ranch guy. I didn't like ranch. Now I do.
Ooh,
That
okay.
was a
I gonna
question.
say
That was a question.
But
Yeah.
then again, it all depends on the ranch too.
Exactly. What's your favorite pizza place ranch? I saw you in Waterloo over at Pie Hard, and their
That was
ranch
good.
is
That's
very
probably number 1 right now. But like if I had to choose a ranch to go with a pizza,
good. Mm-hmm.
I mean it's gonna be like Wingstop.
Wingstop's ranch
Wait,
is great.
Wingstop's ranch is the best.
I've got one for you. It's right by us. Fire and Smoke Ranch. It's one of the best ranches.
Or Ravenelli's.
Ooh.
They used to have one in
Oh,
Granite, but they only
yeah.
have one in Collinsville.
Yeah.
That ranch.
Yeah.
Have
Also-
you've had the Fire and Smoke Ranch? Though?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Peel Pizza's ranch is so good. I love it. I normally don't get ranch with my pizza unless it's a frozen pizza. But Peel, I always get the ranch.
yeah. We eat Fire and Smoke because we literally live a mile away from it once a week. Because we get the smoked wings because they have some of the best smoked wings there are in ranch.
See, I'm limited to where I'm at. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Jet's Pizza is great though.
I have not had Jets yet.
dude.
It's
Which
out by my
everyone
office.
was like, how are you that?
Dude.
So I'm like, listen, it's a chain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to focus on the
Yeah, I get
little
it.
ones. Eventually I'll have
Yeah,
it.
it's real good.
It's the equivalent of, because man, I have gotten people like hating me of like, I can't, you have been here, you have done that. I'm
Yeah.
like, first of all, this isn't my job.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I've made a little money here and there if my
Yeah.
videos do well.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting paid by pizza places.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple of foodie influencers that are out there that you have to pay them to go to your restaurants. No,
Yeah, no.
I'm
way.
good.
You do it because you enjoy it.
The only time that I see myself charging is if it's placed like an hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I need a little gas money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I need some gas money.
Yeah.
That's
Or
about
yeah,
it.
you can fly me to New York
So-
to have John's on Wake.
Yeah.
I lived in Detroit, just outside Detroit for 2 years. Love Detroit style pizza.
One
Jets,
more piece.
it's good if you get the right Jets. Like the one that's in downtown area, I did not like that Jets, but then the one out in Baldwin, Ellisville, Baldwin area, just had that Jets pizza 2 weeks ago. It was awesome. And you also get their ranch for like $4. You can get a little squirt bottle of ranch too to take home with you. And their ranch is really good. It's in my fridge right now.
I've had Jets, but I've never had the ranch.
It's real good.
So, kind of speaking of that, has there been perks with the somewhat St. Louis fame you've gotten lately?
Oh yeah. I've gotten t-shirts and hats And a lot of free pizza.
You've gotten hats.
Actually, speaking of that,
I got a High Point hat. I got a Filoni's hat.
You're about to get the best hat you've ever had, Rob.
Oh, hell yeah.
I know you're a hat guy, so we'll get you a 2 guys 1 scale hat as well. Add to the collection.
Yeah, this is from, what's it? Series 6. Which I need a new one. This one's starting to
Before
wear
I
out.
lost all my weight, I had a ton of their shirts, and now they don't fit anymore.
I've been trying to tell them, like, listen, do you guys need, like, a fat guy to sponsor? Because, like, I've had a lot of people ask me about the hat. Where'd you get the hat?
It's
Series
a good hat.
6.
And I'm a big fan of the pin on it as well.
What is Series 6?
It's a local St. Louis like clothing company. They make
Okay.
A bunch of local like pizza places and restaurants and stuff on shirts, and they're like retro looking. And they also do like Cardinal shirts, but they don't say St. Louis Cardinals on them. They say like St. Louis baseball and stuff. But they're all really cool. It's a really cool company. I got a lot
during St. Patrick's Day. They had all like Dogtown stuff.
Yeah,
Dogtown Pride and stuff. And it was awesome.
Because we have a hat place in Collinsville that we were actually looking at to have our next batch made.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did this for a run. It just ended a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I want to do a t-shirt run, but I don't want to. Like, I could do a t-shirt run and make a little money. I'm not going to make a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me do it for charity.
Yeah, so you did the Shriners, right? Shriners.
For
Hospital?
Shriners, yeah. So I'm like, let's see how much I get. And I think I had like $350.
Nice, man.
I did run a GoFundMe at the same time. That way of like, let's say you just want to get one shirt, but you want to give a little bit more. You can give the GoFundMe. Or maybe you don't want to get a shirt, but you want to get $5.
Yeah.
Granted, I reached out to a couple of those pizza places. I'm like, listen, I've helped you guys out. You want to help me out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then someone like I think it was Woodson. They bought like 15 shirts.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, cool. Because I made it very generic of like, you could be anywhere.
Yeah.
In any city.
And it would apply. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make sure I put my PizzaBabble logo.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna have another shirt out soon. I made a couple different shirts just for myself. My favorite is it's just a white shirt and it says, "Did I get pizza sauce on me?" And it's got a red streak right here. And I'm like, I need to make that.
That's awesome.
So,
But thank you.
Yeah, definitely go follow PizzaBabble. Check out it, and next time he does a shirt run, check it out. You know, charity's a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I want another slice of that.
Oh, it's Steffi's?
Yeah.
All right, let me grab it.
Hold on, let me get this rat cheese.
That rat cheese is delicious. Don't even try lying.
I am.
Oh yeah, perps. No, I've never asked for free pizza.
They recognize you like I did when you were walking around the market, and I was like, "Hey man, I love your accounts." Like that's how I met him. We were at one of Steffi's Canada markets.
I never asked for free pizza. Never asked for free food. Usually, if I'm just there to get pizza, and they go, "Hey, you're good," I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah, of course not.
Hell no.
Yeah.
But there are times where, like, I went to Pizzioli. It's a very fancy place, not cheap. Me and my wife went. We had, pizza, the wings, a salad, and it's going to be over $100. They come up, hey, no. I'm like, no, thank you. So they wouldn't even give me the bill. So I saw the tip jar and just stuck a 50 in there.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't buying me like that. But you go to those Italian restaurants and they're like, no, you don't pay. I'm like, okay.
That's where I was last weekend, and I tipped the waiter $50 because they're like, we've got you.
I've gotten enough pizza. Mellow Mushroom gave me I was there, the one in Caldwell, and she wanted me to try every single pizza.
Ooh.
So she made
a long day, but
she made 5 pizzas, all half and half.
Oh, wow.
I had 20-minute of footage of me trying each one. I'm like, so I felt like the fat kid from Matilda eating cake.
See, I wanted to comment on this earlier because I knew that you went to Mellow Mushroom. Their best pizza is their holy shiitake pizza with the truffle garlic, and I know you don't like mushrooms. Did you try that one?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I may have.
It's the only thing I eat.
I was gonna say that sounds like I'd be drunk off pizza, and that but it'd be.
And I haven't gotten tired of pizza. People ask me, "Have you gotten tired?" I'm like, as long as it's different pizza. If I was eating Zanti's Deli every single day, I'm like, I'm gonna get tired of it. But as long as I change it up, I'm good.
Oh yeah. So one of my last questions for you is fuck, marry, kill.
Ooh,
I know you like all things St. Louis. St. Louis style pizza, toasted ravioli, gooey butter cake?
Kill gooey butter cake.
I'm right there with you, dude.
It's good.
That's exactly what we said.
It's good, but it is so rich.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember taking some gooey butter cake and I put a scoop of vanilla Ted Drew's ice cream on it. Dude, I was like, I got diabetes. I'm literally eating diabetes right now.
Exactly.
It's good here and there.
Yeah.
But like, I just need a piece this big. That's it.
We like people get it at like offices and stuff. Like when we worked at AAA back in the day,
All
like
the
people
time.
would bring it in, and I would eat some, and I'm like, this is good, and then I'd eat a little bit more, and then I'd eat a little bit more, and then I would just feel awful.
You feel
'Cause
awful?
yeah.
Well, not being from St. Louis, I'll put a lemon bar up against it any day because that's kind of what I think of it.
It kind of is,
And-
yeah.
Yeah.
But a lemon bar tastes better. It's got a little zing in it, you know. So
And then I'm gonna marry St. Louis style pizza, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fuck up some toasted ravioli because toasted ravioli, it's hard to get a bad toasted ravioli.
Yep. Yeah.
I've had a few questionable ones.
what's your best one that you've had?
STL toasted or Anthonino's.
Anthonino's is so good.
They're so
dude.
good.
Yeah.
I've got one.
Anthonino's
I've
is
got one
awesome.
for you. Have you ever been to Hindle's in Florissant?
That would be a good place to check out. It's super old.
They
Make their
took-
own honey mustard. It's the best honey mustard I've ever had. If
Oh,
you're
and
a honey mustard-
Bomberitos, their toasted ravioli, it threw me off.
Really?
Because it's crispy, but it's nice and soft, which really threw me off because it's like, you think toasted ravioli, it's very, very, very crispy and hard.
Yeah.
But theirs was like soft, and I'm like, wow, it was good.
Yeah, they don't make pizzas at Hindle's, but
No, but their chicken fingers are the bomb.
Yeah,
We used to
well,
go there a lot for lunch.
I've got a list of places like, these are places that I need to go on my own. These are
Mhm.
places that me and my wife will go to, like Hobos. There's another TikTok account called White Trash Adventures.
Oh, I know. I love them.
I love it.
we talk about.
So they've been to a couple places that
Yeah.
I recommended, and I've
Yeah.
talked to them and stuff. They're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, we got to go get pizza sometime." And they told me like, "Oh, you got to go to Hobos. Like, not just the pizza, but the fried chicken is amazing."
Really?
So that's one of those
I
places.
think I
I'm like,
watched one of their videos about hobos. It did look pretty good. What's
looked
the
pretty
one
good.
that had that like burger making thing that was like from the World's Fair? Did you see that one? It was some like dive bar in South City. I don't know. I'm gonna misquote,
I'll
it,
have to
but it
look
was
it up.
them.
Yeah, I see at least one of their videos every night.
If I'm looking for a new place to go, I'll either go with Three Fat Guys or White Trash Adventures and just see where they've been. And I'm like, let me see.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so we were talking about it right before we started recording. There's been times where Charles is like, once we lose this amount of weight, we need to do a pizza or a food challenge, or we need to do this. You attempted the Pointersaurus at the Pointer's Pizza in downtown, right?
It's on Big Bend, I think.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically like a 10-pound pizza, from what I
It's
understand, correct?
28 inches,
Damn.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
And no,
I could eat the rest of the pizza that's on this table.
you think that, but don't forget it was me and Three Fat Guys.
Yeah, it was the Three Fat Guys account, and you guys
It's
didn't finish it, right?
No. And the thing is, the pizza's okay. It's
I've
not
heard that. I've never
it's
had
not
it.
the best pizza because
Yeah.
I had been there a
So-
year before and just got a small pizza. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But what it gets you is imagine like this as the whole thing. It's just dough.
Yeah.
So-
The dough slows you down.
And do you have to have a certain amount of toppings to do it?
Yeah. So technically, what we did wasn't even the challenge itself.
Really?
The challenge is 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it as just a personal challenge. Like, can
Yeah.
4 of us take it down?
Yeah.
Because they're very specific about the challenge. It's only on certain days. You got to call like 48 hours ahead of time. I'm trying to
Write
remember.
this down.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is 2 meat or 4 vegetables,
Ooh.
and you get 1 hour.
Can you do 1 and 2?
No, you have to. It's just
Oh, okay.
I
Either
would
or,
definitely
yeah.
do 2 meat.
I
I
do
think I
4
would do 2
veggies.
meat.
You get your half, I get my half.
I don't know. The thing is, we can't do it, dude. There's no way we could finish
You
that.
think you could do it, and then you look at it and you look at the crust, and
Well-
like it gets you.
With
it was
you,
that Big World that humbled me all those years ago.
with you saying, you see that he's going to
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
30.
Or I don't want
they
to
say?
eat like all of the.
I'm trying to remember how many they said. It was after 36 years, only like 56 people have done it.
Because you get $500 or something like that,
I
don't
mean,
you?
you win $500.
Mhm.
That's
And
awesome.
I think the last person that won it, I think they like 2 a year. I think they said I know they had one person did it by themselves.
Holy
I
shit.
think it was the account that I watch. It was
Little Asian girl
Yeah.
that like she's like so tiny.
Yeah.
But that's what she does. She's a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of professional eaters I watch, a husband and wife, and she's tiny too, and she crushed one just like that.
Yeah.
But the pizza has to be good. So I did my buddy did the pizza challenge. I did just a slice because I wasn't going to pay $60 for a pizza if I didn't eat it. We were getting on a cruise ship the next day. It's called Howl at the Moon down by UCF in Florida and Orlando. This pizza was like this big. It was thinner than that, and it had no flavor. And my buddy Drew, who was trying to challenge, he ate half a slice, and they were sitting there timing him, and he was doing good. He's like, "This pizza's garbage." And I was like, "Yep, have fun finishing it." He's like, "I'm not finishing it."
Nope.
And they're like, "You're not going to take it with you?" He's like, "It's the worst pizza I've ever had in my life." And I was just like, "How do you do a food challenge and not have good pizza?"
Yeah.
It's like you're tricking people into spending money at your place.
So I've got two more questions. I know we've gone kind of long, so we won't keep it too much longer, I promise. So St. Louis is known for its pizza. It's kind of widely hated, but whatever, fuck them. We're known for Bread Co., obviously.
But you're not, because people don't know
Yeah,
that.
they
it's
know
like,
Panera.
I did not know that
It's
until I
bread.
moved here. I did not know
I worked
that.
at Panera. I worked at Bread Co. for 7 years.
Yeah, really?
It was a great job. Now, probably not so much.
Yeah. So what is something that St. Louis is not known for, but it should be? Food-wise.
Food-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, man, our sandwiches.
Exactly, dude.
That's one of the main things of why I wanted to do pizza is because when you look at it, we have so many sandwich places.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked, I'm like, we have a lot of pizza places. We have pizza places. I mean, 117 I've been to.
Yeah.
And I haven't even touched like St. Charles area
Mm-hmm.
or like Festus or Fenton or any of that.
118 now.
Yeah. I gotta do a video on it, okay?
But yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. And also like smash burgers are like
Mhm.
bunch of great smash burger places.
Bunch of bars.
I saw
doing
you had
smash burgers.
the Max
Man, that was
is a Krispy Kreme donut smash burger. And
Yeah.
I know they have them at the Grizzly Stadium, and I had it once, but I was very drunk and I don't really remember it, but I remember liking it a lot.
I hate myself for liking it so much.
So every time I go to DC with the wife, which is where she's at right now, I go to Chicken and Donuts, and they put fried chicken on whatever kind of donut you want that they make in the house.
Man, it was so good.
It's
but
so
I'm like,
stupid.
I can't.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, but like all those delis on the hill and stuff, like Enjoy is probably my favorite.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
I just had
but
it.
there's so many good sandwiches places around too. So that's I was thinking the same thing.
I think when you get to go to Chicago, to eat pizza, you got to try their sandwiches too.
Oh, I will.
Like Bueno beef.
There's a Bueno beef coming here.
Nice. What's the one that we had after the Chicago try? Starts with a P.
Oh, Portillo's.
Portillo's.
Yeah. There's one in Springfield.
Yeah. There's also a Dave's Hot Chicken that just opened up in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make a trip up there, so you can come with us if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Have you had Chuck's hot chicken?
Not yet.
Love it.
It's,
If you're a hot chicken guy, I love it.
See, with Chicago, there's actually a guy who does Chicago pizza tours,
Yeah.
Mhm.
who's ironically from St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
He went
Wow.
where the pizza's good, okay?
He talks about. He's like, every time I'm down there, I gotta get emos.
Yeah.
So he does pizza tours, and I've talked to him. He's like, dude, you got to come up here, man.
Yeah.
And he does like 3 different tours. One is the old school places,
Mhm.
and it's like, and then one's like a downtown where you just walk.
Mhm.
So I'm like, no, give me the one with the shuttle, and we just go from here. And then I'm like, oh, that's 3 pizza places I can knock off my list.
Yeah, that was actually our last question for you was like, are there plans to go to other cities? And obviously Chicago's on that list.
So I've got Chicago. I'm going to Indianapolis in August. They have a Indianapolis Pizza Festival,
Ooh.
and it's in August 9th, I believe. It's on a Saturday. So the guy that runs it called Starts With a Question. He's on TikTok, Instagram, and he does food in Indianapolis. And a few months ago, he was coming to St. Louis, and he's like, hey, I want to – never had St. Louis style pizza. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I took him to Filoni's. To me, if you're going to ask, like, I'm going to take you to my favorites.
Yep.
Not Emo's. Like,
Mhm.
you can go to Emo's anytime. That's the standard.
Exactly.
Then he came back again, and he went to Emo's. He's like, it's okay. I'm like, yeah.
Mhm.
So like it's hard when you have had this and now you're just having this.
Yeah, exactly.
And he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm working on I'm gonna do a pizza fest in Indianapolis, and he's like, you want to come? I'm like, yeah. At first, I think he wanted like maybe a judge, because when you think about it, like, oh, I'm a pizza guy, and I've never had any of those pizzas.
Yeah.
I'd be the perfect judge.
Yeah, exactly.
You would
But I think he's like, no, you've never been to Indianapolis. I want you to enjoy yourself, like have the pizza, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Indy's an awesome city.
Yeah, I've never been.
Yeah, I've been to Indiana multiple times. He's from Indiana. I've never been to Indianapolis, but if you go, my office has another office in Indianapolis, and they're all like, when you go, you got to try St. Elmo's Steakhouse.
Is that with a pork tenderloin? I was told I have to get a fried pork tenderloin.
I think so.
No, they have their own like horseradish cocktail sauce with their cocktail shrimp, and apparently it's like $40 for cocktail shrimp, but they're like, it's
Damn.
worth it. So apparently I have to try it when I go.
And also Kansas City. I mean,
Yeah.
pizza, but I'm just going for the barbecue, really.
Yeah. Have you been to
LA,
KC
I'm
before?
guessing.
I didn't go to LA. I was right outside LA because, I mean, just being near LA, just the traffic, it was.
Yeah. Nightmare.
And when we went, it was raining every single day. The only
Wow.
day that wasn't raining was the day I went to Disneyland, luckily.
There you go.
And so I just kind of got the pizza around that. I'm trying to remember where we stayed. It's about an hour outside of LA,
Mhm.
not including traffic. So,
Mhm.
including
3
traffic,
hours.
it would have been about 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But I had a couple pizza. But the one thing I wanted when I got to California was Del Taco.
Okay.
Dude, there used to be one here.
Yeah.
There used to be one in Belleville.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I had In-N-Out. It's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Culver's crushes it. Our
Yes.
Midwest pizza chain crushes
And it's like,
Or-
if it's
Burger
5
chain.
minutes old, it's
Yeah. Their fries are
Disgusting.
very subpar as well.
Yeah.
yes.
They do. Their burgers are good, but
Yeah.
like it's nothing like I would travel there to go.
No,
Get
but
it.
that Del Taco was amazing.
The Double Del, dude.
Oh.
I used to get it all the time, man.
And the tacos are twice as big as
yeah,
Taco Bell.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The in Belleville there used to be a Del Taco right where I was on swim team. It was like right down the street, and I used to go get tacos there all the time.
But eventually, New York, Jersey for pizza. I mean, that's
So my wife
Mecca.
is from the Bronx, and I've been to New York. We've been together like 6-7 years. We go to New York often, and I have never done like the New York pizza experience. And I'm so like I've never been to John's on Bleecker, like Pepe's and all this other stuff, and I've never done it. So I'm like, next time, we got it.
yeah. Because I feel like, oh, you should go out there. I'm like, listen, I don't have the money to just go.
Yep.
Like, if there is some like I haven't done any brand deals or anything,
Mhm.
if they reach out to me,
Please.
exactly.
So
I don't care what it
Fly
is.
me out.
is it
Fly
a
me
pizza?
out.
The pizza place that you want to
Yeah.
do this? You know what, man? This is Chuck E. Cheese. Can't be Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, we have family on Long Island, and they're all Jewish, so we were eating, the food that they eat, which I don't know what it's called, but kosher food, I guess.
Yeah, kosher food.
And they have a kosher deli, and they have a kosher pizza place, and it was phenomenal. Like, I was blown out of the world by how good this pizza was.
They didn't boil the dough, did they? Like a bagel?
I don't know. It was delicious.
That'd be good.
Would be good. I mean, when pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
It was the first time I had smoked salmon on a bagel, and now that's the only way I eat my bagels now.
It is good.
It is so good.
It is
Tomato.
good. And I'm
You
not
don't
a
like
big-
tomatoes, I know, but
Not a big tomato fan, but I
Yeah.
did have a bagel with lox and with tomatoes on
I'll
it.
take tomatoes on my tacos, and I'll take tomatoes on my pizza, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I don't like it on my burger. I don't like it like on a sandwich.
Mine
Certain
is. I used to
certain
work. I used to
sandwiches.
work at McDonald's, and the tomatoes came pre-sliced in almost like a cupcake tin, and you would cut it open, and just like weird tomato fart
Man,
smell would hit you right
Every
in the
job
face.
I had to core it out,
I did
put
too.
it in the thing, and smash it into the thing.
Steak and Shake, I had to chop that shit
Oh,
up.
you were
There
Steak
you
Shake?
go.
Me too.
I honestly
I was-
probably
you were
would
your
have
cook?
preferred
I was
that.
dish and fountain.
Oh, see, I was the cook. You
I had to
know,
go.
so
I had to go back and forth making shakes and then doing dishes.
that
man.
was the worst job
cold.
ever because the fountain sink was
It's
like
this
that
big.
tiny little
And then my
sink.
apron was just covered in
Yeah,
gunk.
because waitresses would just throw them at you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do you ever work at a pizza place?
No, which is well,
Shocking.
sort of. So Breadco used to have pizzas.
Yeah,
this
I
was-
remember that.
Like, oh man, 2007.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
This is when I was there.
Mhm.
So I used to help make the pizzas.
Mhm.
And it was good pizza. It was fresh dough and stuff. And I mean, it was like this big, and you're paying $15 for it.
It's very bread co.
Yeah. But Bread Co. used to be great.
Yeah.
Especially as a teenager working there. Because
Was it called pizza or flatbread?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because I think I may have had it if they called it
I think they called it something like Pizziola or something like that.
Okay.
Had a fancy name to it.
Okay.
Man, I used to leave with so much food because they used to take all the bakery stuff and they would give it to charity. Like a church would come up and pick it up because there was no preservatives in it. They didn't come every night. So it's either take it home or get thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I used to take home so much stuff.
That was my favorite part about working at McDonald's. When they changed
Same
from
thing.
breakfast to lunch, I would just be back there just hammering breakfast.
I did that with the souffles.
Oh yeah.
I did souffles at Bread Co. because they were like, oh, they expired. Well, let me take them.
Yeah,
And then the mac and cheese because they're the frozen.
Yep.
You throw them in the thermalizer. It's like we close at 9:30. It's like 9:15. I'm like, we throw a couple more in there, and I'm like, oh man, we closed. We got a couple of these. I guess I'll just take them home.
I worked right next to a Panera. I'm gonna call it Panera because I'm not from St. Louis, and I would go next door almost every day. Back whenever they had like a steak au jus hot sandwich that you could have on the panini, and they would look at the souffles, and the guy every time I went in there, he'd flip them over to check the times, and he would just throw like 2 or 3 of them in there. I was like, thank you, because they're delicious, but they're $5, and I'm not
Exactly.
not
They're
paying
expensive.
$5 for it. Yeah.
So I think that might be all the questions I've got for you.
Yeah,
this
we
has
did.
been a long episode.
We
We enjoyed it though. We ate a bunch of pizza.
We got plenty to talk about when it comes to pizza.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Well, so we did have suggestions that we want to put on on your list. Hopefully they'll be at the top of the list so we can see what you think
now,
of.
now that you've had the best Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a prank and that was a joke, but I knew I was hoping it would hold.
Where they
up.
was going, ugh.
I'm just glad that you guessed it. Like, so one of my favorite places to get a slice of pizza in St. Louis is Up Down Bar.
Is that the one with all the arcade machines?
Retro games, yes.
Yes, I've been there. They really pissed me off.
Okay.
So I went to get pizza there like 2 years ago. I haven't done a video yet, but
Yeah.
it was like 2.5 years ago. And it was when I was working on evenings. So I got off at 10:30. They were open until midnight. I order the pizza. I call up, order the pizza. I go in there, and I'm sitting there for about a half hour waiting for my pizza.
Ooh.
And finally, I asked, like, what's going on? It was sitting right there with my name on it. The teenager behind it was just sitting there, like on their phone.
Which
And
one
it was
did you?
sitting there.
Which one did you get?
I think it was just like a pepperoni.
Okay. They've
I was pissed,
got some specialty pizzas there, like a mac and cheese and bacon. It's really good.
but it was just that teenager.
Yeah,
Let's be
it could
honest.
have been. Yeah.
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 It can be hit and miss.
But it's awesome, and I didn't know because I was asking if you like retro games and stuff earlier, and that's why because anybody who's not from St. Louis, that my family members that come in, I take them to Up Down Bar. That's like one of the first night things that I do with them because it's just stepping back into the 90s. Everybody gets dressed up in the 90s clothes. You got old NWO versus WCW stuff going on TVs.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
Now I have done a couple things with wrestling too, which has been really cool.
Okay.
Brought pizzas to wrestlers at different local events and stuff, and I had one that's literally right across the street from me. And I'll be bringing Pizza World to
Hell yeah.
Grant City when they have a show in July.
Nice.
I talked to him, and I'm trying not to like ask for free pizza,
Yeah.
but I'm like, it's a local show, and they're bringing money into Grant City, and he's like, "Listen, man, I get you're trying to ask," and he's like, "I got you covered, man." He goes, "I'll help. I do want
Nice.
to help."
Awesome.
Like, cool.
That's awesome.
So like the rest, I walk in with like pizzas. I made the pizzas for the first show.
Oh, wow.
And I walked
Is
across the
that
street
what that
and gave it to
video
him.
was from? Was you making that video of you making pizzas?
Yeah.
Was that nice?
I walked in and they're all like, "Yeah, free pizza."
That's rad, man. And then mine was at Riley's Pub in South City.
Riley's Pub.
Right, like Rileys. I even looked it up to see if it's still a thing, and I zoomed in on accident because this mic. But I remember the pizza. It's like tavern style, like bar pizza. It's very good though.
Because I'll get people recommending places, and I'm like, that's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Or somebody like kind of old, and they go, "Oh, did you try this place? It closed down in '84, But have you found anything that's like it? I'm like, I wasn't alive in '84, so I don't
I
know.
was born in '84.
Actually,
so.
I haven't been there in a long time. It's when I lived in South City. We used to go there quite often. But what's funny, do you remember those 6 is a serious number commercials that the Cardinals used to do?
Yeah.
So we all hated those commercials, like growing up. And I was eating there with my friend Kevin. Shout out Kevin. And he was like, I bet that fucking guy, that annoying guy in these commercials lives around here somewhere. And we were eating pizza at Riley's Pub. And then I'm like, you are not going to fucking believe it, but he literally walked in the door right behind you. And he's like, because he just got done saying, like, I ever see that guy, I'm going to tell him how much I hate those commercials. And then he went and told him.
There's certain things of St. Louis that I can't stand.
Yeah. It's a big, small town.
Yeah.
It's a big, small town.
And everybody
I think
knows
it's a bunch of towns,
Yeah.
I think, like incorporated together.
Well, they keep trying to vote to get St. Louis City, County to merge.
Because I'll get people like, that's not St. Louis.
Yeah.
Chesterfield isn't St. Louis. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's
It
the greater
is.
St. Louis area.
It's not the city. It's
Yeah.
not downtown.
And then, because here's a little rant I got.
Here we go.
So, people who complain, like, I went to Waterloo for that pizza place. And I'm like, yeah, it could be a little bit of a
Waterloo's a
drive.
great town, dude.
It's a
I love
great
Waterloo.
town.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I put on the video, hey, it could be kind of a drive for people in St. Louis.
Mhm.
No, it's not. It's a half hour away for you. I'm like, but if you live in Florissant, that's a good hour drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or if you live in St. Charles, that's hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Lake St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm like, that is still technically St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, unless you live by the arch, you can't say, oh, it's just St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I get that all the time.
Pie Heart in Waterloo is definitely my favorite pizza that I had there, but I got to give a shout out because my band plays at Hopskeller Brewing in Waterloo all the time.
I wanted to try it,
They got wood-fired pizzas, pretty good.
but Pie Heart gave me some of their like homemade custard,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't get another pizza now. Like they ruined it.
I don't blame
Because
you.
they're
They
like,
did it on
it's like
purpose.
3 scoops. They're like,
I don't blame
you want some? I'm like, yeah. You can turn it down.
But yeah, Hopskeller is good. They make if you like beer, they make really good beer too, and they have good like hot honey pretzels there too.
So like, I'll be back down because there was that sandwich place that's like right next to Pie Heart. I can't remember the name of it, but it looks great.
I
And
know
I'm
what
like,
you're talking about.
Like, I
yeah.
kind of want to get a sandwich there too.
Yeah, I'm in a cover band. We play almost exclusively in Waterloo because all the bars there just keep booking us, and we're just like, all right, I guess we'll just stay in Waterloo. But yeah, it's good. It's
So
good
is
time.
that your second most favorite thing to eat then outside of pizza if you're eating out sandwiches?
If I'm eating out, like let's say a standard bar,
Mhm.
Yeah.
probably wings.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh yeah,
wings.
yeah. Michael's in South City. You been to Michael's?
No.
Michael's Bar and Grill. Very good wings. Very good wings.
I've had my fair share of like good wings. Barbecue too.
Yeah.
I think this is a good shout out because I'm saying I 100% believe it. This is the best barbecue I've ever had,
Okay.
and it's called Koi BQ.
Is it around here?
It is. I'm trying to remember. You have to look it up.
Yeah.
It's like a pop up
Okay.
that they do. Eventually, he's got to have his own restaurant because I mean,
Like COY?
yeah, COY. There
Koi
you go.
BQ.
STL. Yep.
Ooh, got the beef ribs.
Yeah, dude, you pick it up, it just falls off.
We had
So-
we had that one time down in Dallas.
Yeah.
We went to Terry Black's.
So the daughter, what she
Ooh,
did
that looks good.
was
Yeah.
what she did was reach out to all the foodies in St. Louis. Instead of paying a marketing place, hey, for this, she's reached out, hey, come on by. I think I was one of the first ones, and then like every foodie ended up going there, and
Those
it
wings look
just
so
blew up,
Yeah, man.
dude. It was,
Looking at these pictures, those wings look great. Damn.
dude. Yeah,
She got the full wings.
I had the barbecue meatloaf.
That's what that
Amazing.
one was. Oh, that looks right up your alley.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything. And I
All
think the biggest compliment we got was my mother-in-law doesn't like going out to eat. She eats to live.
Yeah. I wish I was like that. And
Everywhere
losing
we
this
go,
weight would be so much easier.
Just get a kid's meal because you're not going to eat a lot.
Yeah.
That's how she is. She went with us there, and she's like, I'm willing to drive to get
Damn.
this. That's how good it was.
Well, shout out
That's
Koi
awesome.
BQ.
Yeah, they are
Shout out Koi BQ.
amazing. I have to
Check
go
it out.
back because
Where are they at?
Is there a food truck?
no, not a food truck. It's a it's inside like a hookah lounge.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where it's.
So I'm guessing do they have a schedule where they're at? Yeah, right
Yeah.
there up top.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. What's her?
Oh yeah, inside the Uptown Hookah Lounge.
Yep.
Uptown Hookah Lounge. Oh, that's like in South City.
Yeah, I think it's like South City.
Yeah.
So they,
We'll
they
check
were
that
like
out.
running out. Like they'd start at noon, and by 4 p.m. they're out of everything.
Damn. Well, we'll check that out sometime. Maybe
It's
after
amazing.
the triathlon.
Maybe
We got a triathlon coming up at the end of the
Yeah,
Maybe
nap
before
after that.
this.
But I've been branching out to more than just
Ooh.
pizza. And I want to stick with those like little places.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't need to go. Oh, here's Gramophone. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
everybody knows Gramophone.
I do love
What's
Gramophone.
I love Gramophone. Yeah.
What's-
You've never
What's
been to
Gramophone?
Gramophone?
Never been to Gramophone?
Bro.
I'm
So,
not from here.
so it's on the Grove.
Okay.
Great sandwiches.
Yeah.
I think like 90% of them are hot sandwiches.
Yes.
Okay.
Good mac and cheese. They put like red hot riblets on,
All right.
and they are open till like 2 a.m.
Yep.
So where's it at in the Grove?
It's like right by my office. Right by where we went to Sauce on the Side. Right next
Yeah,
to
it's
that.
not that
Okay.
far from there.
Right next to it.
You know, the Beast from Belleville had a spot right there
Yeah, they
too
do.
for a
Yeah.
little bit. I
Beast is
love
good.
that barbecue.
Yeah.
place.
I just went there not that long ago when my power was out.
Did you get the candied bacon?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
put because they give you tortillas
Yep.
with mine, so I just took the tortilla, put the pork on there, and I put the bacon on there too. And I'm like, this.
Did you go on Tuesday? Because
No,
they
I
had
don't
Taco
remember which day.
Tuesdays too. So I used to do
Yeah,
that
Beast
for the
was
office.
the first place that I would get brisket and they'd give me tortillas with it. And I was like,
It's weird, but it works.
and then,
Yeah.
when I make barbecue at home, it's what I always do. I get tortillas and warm them up to eat like brisket or something.
But I do have my favorite restaurant, and it's not even pizza. You might know it, Birch Chuck Wagon.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
In
I grew
Fairview?
up with it. No, that's
In
the Chuck
Collinsville?
Wagon.
That's the
one
Chuck.
in
Yeah, you're right.
Collinsville, yes.
the one in Collinsville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
I-
I have been to Burt's then. I was
Yeah.
just getting the two confused.
Technically, they're the same.
Yeah.
Exact same menu.
I used to work
I
at
don't
Circuit
know-
City right there in Fairview Heights, if you remember.
Man, how old are you?
39,
Okay,
38.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
I
long
did-
time ago.
I know it was. Yeah.
So yeah, ever since he had that little tiny building,
Mm-hmm.
that's been my favorite place since I was a kid. Even though I've only had like 4 things on that menu.
Oh yeah.
Just the tacos, the chimichangas, and like the fries and onion rings. That's about it.
Oh yeah.
But they are my favorite tacos of all time. My wife hates it.
Really?
She talks about it's cafeteria food and stuff.
Sometimes that can slap though.
But
Yeah.
but what's funny is she loves Jerry's cafeteria in Granite City.
Oh yeah, I've
That
seen
is
that.
literally an old people cafeteria.
Okay. There's a
awesome.
place called like or Aunt Anne's cafeteria or something like real near Concord, like where we were talking about earlier. I always pass by and I just tell my wife, I'm like, should we go to the cafeteria? She's like, fuck no, what are you talking about? I kind of want to try it.
I mean, I give it this. The fried chicken's good and their pie is good.
Yeah.
But like you walk in, you're like, I'm going to be the youngest person here. Doesn't matter what
For
time.
sure. For sure.
Yeah,
One of those old school diners.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that might do it unless you got
Yeah.
anything else.
You
You
got
got
any
anything
you got
for the good of
questions
the
for us?
cause?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, what is your guys' favorite pizza place?
Mine is St. Louis style Sriracha's. I love Sriracha's. And as far as non-St. Louis style, I really, really like Pie Guy. And Blackthorn is kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
Because Blackthorn is just like,
You got to be in a mood for that.
yeah, you're
You
gonna
have to
sweat
prepare
afterwards.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But I do love Blackthorn, but I think it's got to go to Pie Guy. I love Pie Guy.
So my favorite pizza place shut down. It was a pizza chain. It was Old Chicago. They were all over the Midwest. They had the best ranch. But Lou Malinati's, I absolutely love. I used to love just the sausage one, which is great, but their spinach pizza is really good, and it's not as heavy because those pies can get heavy. Okay,
yeah.
They can get heavy. The spinach pizza is awesome. I'm gonna say my favorite fast food pizza, and I'm
Chuck
gonna
E. Cheese.
no, Godfather's. My old school growing up, jalapenos, cheese, and sausage. Godfather's pizza is probably one of my. It's still one of the goats to me.
Now, have you guys had? I'm trying to. It's in Pontoon Beach. It just opened. It's a chain that started in Chicago. Starts with an R. Yeah,
Google search that because
yeah. Type in Pontoon Beach pizza, because I've had people say like, oh yeah, this actually it's the closest one. I think
Is
next
it
one's in
Pizza
Springfield.
Ranch?
No. Rosati's. That's it.
Rosati's. I
Yeah.
have not even
Ooh,
heard
yeah,
that looks like a pretty pie right there.
Yeah, it's the only one within like 100, 200 miles because they're all in Chicago. For some reason, they got this one in Pontoon Beach.
That does look like Illuminati.
What are they doing in Ponte?
Yeah, that's an odd place.
It's right where the warehouses are.
Yeah.
Where the Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
So is that the road's closed? That one right there? Where
we're 111. Yeah,
Okay.
It's right before it's closed.
Have you had
right
it?
before? I've had it. Yeah, it's
Good?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, the first week was not good. Something wrong with their soda machines. And it was
Gotcha.
weird taste to it, but like the pizza was good.
Huh. I'll have to try that out. Yeah.
So you're a St. Louis guy. Do you like ski?
Yes.
Okay.
He's from Evansville, Indiana, where he thinks ski originated, but did not.
I never said that. I said double cola originated there, and
You
I
were
thought they
wrong there,
made.
too.
Oh, I know.
You know, listen, I get all that with the. God forbid I do a video on the history of St. Louis style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't the first. They were the first. So that was first.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was probably Evansville, Indiana. Actually.
Because like our pizza is technically made by a guy from Chicago. The first pizza place was a guy from Chicago.
I
That's
believe
why
it.
you got to cut in squares.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it wasn't like thin crust, he cut in squares because that's how it was in Chicago.
I've come to like really love pizza cut in squares. Like I think I prefer it that way nowadays.
I want to do a video of just get a pizza from Pie Guys, have him not cut it. He's like, oh yeah, here, let me cut my pizza and just cut it in squares and see people go, what are you doing? Or get a St. Louis style and just cut it.
Yep.
Just try. Like, no.
Also, Salvage Yard. Have you been there?
Yes.
My friend got a Chicago style deep dish with Provel,
Mhm.
and he said it was like very weird. I can't imagine that's any good.
So what's good about Salvage Yard, you can get a Chicago deep dish like this big.
Yeah, that's
Perfect size.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
right by his house. I need to try it. I've not
More
tried
places that did that, that'd be great.
I'm telling you, Lou Malnati's warms up just fine. Like I even got one there. So
I
they
think
make
it's
them fresh
okay.
and they put them
It's
in the
okay.
fridge.
I think it's okay. I've always thought it was okay. I like Pequods when it comes to that more.
Well, a lot of people say Giordano's. I'm not a huge Gio's fan. They got a better pepperoni pizza. It's
I don't know.
too.
I'm just
too greasy.
I like local places.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Emos.
That's St. Louis local.
Yeah. They're just so massive now.
Yeah,
it's hard to say that they're like local now, just because.
But I'm just saying when it
they're
comes
so
to
massive.
favorites, like it's Ferracci's or Nubby. I do love Nubby's. So.
Why have we never been there?
Because we're trying to lose weight, dude.
Yeah, I
You
raised
took
money.
me to the Golden Hoosier, but we haven't been in Nubby's.
Golden Hoosier is great.
Look at my video I did with 3 fat guys.
Okay,
We went there. And
Where? Nubby's.
Yeah. The Philly cheesesteak, the pizza, the wings, the brisket egg rolls. Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes from here, dude.
Yeah.
It's real close.
You know how much I love Phillies. Like,
All right, well, we'll yeah, we can go sometime.
as soon as I get under 300, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, I
Anyways.
even wore a pizza costume at Nubby's
Oh yeah,
and raised money for charity.
nice.
Yeah.
I think
Raised
I think I did see that video.
raised
Was
like
that a while
800
ago?
bucks.
Was
Yeah,
that
it's
a
been
while?
a while, yeah.
Yeah,
Raised like $800.
because they have the what are they, pork rolls or something that they have at Nubby's? Did you guys have those?
I don't
They're
think we
like
did.
egg rolls, but like just pork in them or something. It's
It
something
was
weird.
brisket.
Like, yeah, brisket. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
those
That's
are
what it
good.
is. Yeah, they are good.
So, I saw in a lot of your videos, your wife does them with you. What's her favorite pizza?
She doesn't really like pizza that much. She got burnt out on it.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be her choice, because I just asked her a couple weeks ago, like her favorite, at least her favorite style is St. Louis style,
Mm-hmm.
but like a garlic sauce and
garlic
probably
sauce.
like pepperoni and jalapeno
Mm-hmm.
or I think sausage and bacon, she said, or onion and bacon. That was probably like Emo's
Mm-hmm.
because she's gotten burnt out on it.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
bring it home and that's okay.
I can
'Cause
imagine.
It's got to a point where she's like, what we're gonna have for dinner this week? I'm like, I don't know. I got a place. She goes, okay, I'll wait.
I'll go have a salad.
Because she loves salads.
Yeah.
So anytime I go to a place and I'll get pizza, I'm like, can I get a salad to go?
Yeah.
And then I told him like, you need to do a salad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know where the best salad is too, right?
Where?
Chucky, goddamn Charles.
They have a salad bar, and it is
I don't.
Bomb. it is bomb. That's what I eat when I go there. I don't eat the pizza because it's got the old school. Like I'm from small town USA. Every pizza place had a
They got
salad
the
bar.
parsley on the edges.
Yes,
I will say,
have-
Ruby Tuesday salad bar back in the day did fucking kick ass.
It reminds me of Ruby
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Do you know how
salad
many
bar.
times I've made a salad at Barnes because they had the salad bar
Yeah.
and just took it home for her
Oh yeah.
because I could add all the eggs she wants and the bacon.
Oh, I love egg
Yeah.
and salad. I love it.
Yeah, I love the salad that your wife made. The
The pasta salad?
Yeah, what was that pasta salad again?
Oh my god, that I was basically swimming in
Yeah.
for fucking 2 days. I couldn't stop eating.
What was the name of it?
Tubatini.
Tubatini.
Yeah, it was this pasta salad that it was crack. It was crack
He
cocaine.
watched us just sitting there talking about losing weight, and he's got this huge thing like this Tupperware thing of pasta salad. And we're just both sitting here going,
Yep.
Now, one salad that you look at and you're like, this is not healthy for you was Pizzioli. Their
Oh
salad,
yeah.
if you see a picture of it,
Mm.
it's covered in like Parmesan cheese.
Oh yeah.
You can't see the green.
I'm
Yeah.
And the croutons have, did they cook it in like bacon fat or something like that?
delicious.
So when I bit into it, it's kind of chewy, not as crunchy. And it's like, this is bacon. This is bacon bread.
That's
It was
awesome.
so good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the pizza was delicious. I don't know what my favorite one was tonight.
I really love Steffi's and I love my wife, so that might be my favorite.
I
but
think-
I really like that one too.
I think the white sauce wins tonight. That doesn't usually win, but the white sauce,
Yeah, that was good.
It was.
I'm not much for jalapenos,
Yeah.
but as long as it like, compares with something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she tried to cook them down a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if he likes spicy stuff. It was a little spicy, but it was.
I
good.
do. It's just my stomach doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. Zanti's was great though, man. I really, really appreciate it. It's very good.
It was.
It's one that wasn't even on my radar because I've got all these places like Uncle Leo's that I need to go to because I've been to like Nick and Elena's and Faraci's and Nubby's, obviously.
Yeah, I will say Uncle Leo's because it's like a takeout.
Yeah.
They have like one table and one table
Yeah.
outside, but definitely, and their mozzarella is great too. So
Yeah.
if she doesn't like Provel, just get her mozzarella.
Yeah,
one.
well, we were doing Liliana's for a long time, which their St. Louis style pizza is really good.
Yeah.
Their sandwiches are good too. Because when we first moved out here, I got emo. We got That's Nights of Pizza the first day we were here, and I was like kind of sick, and I didn't think it was that great. I need to revisit it because everyone says that it's pretty good. So, but anyways,
We can
Andrew-
keep talking about
Yeah,
food,
we can.
man.
We can. We
Look
really
at us.
appreciate you coming on. We don't need to keep you here
Yeah,
all night.
absolutely.
That's fine.
It was great meeting you, man. Make sure you guys go follow him on all the platforms out there. PizzaBabble. It was awesome to have you on. Good talking pizza.
Listen, I got the pizza place I got to go to. So,
All right.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.